Hello, I'm Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are working with the Close to My Heart Bloom with Grace collection. I'm just showing you all the pieces that I'm going to use. It is all the scraps. I'm going to try to use those up, and I'm going to use that Desert Rose color as my background paper. I do have two of the 12 by 12 sticker sheets. One is got everything on it, and one has just got a couple on there. So I'm going to try to use up the one that has just a smidge left on there. Now I'm going to scrap these very old photos of my little boy. He's not even one yet in his little overalls. He's so cute. On his big boy bed in his Winnie the Pooh nursery. So I'm just cutting them down, and his big boy bed was bunk beds. So we're just going to trim those down, make sure I got them the right size. I did not, so I had to measure it. And then we're going to go ahead and back those. And I'm going to do several layers of background. I'm going to go use the tan color here. And then I'm going to use the darker color. And then I'm going to flip them over because that's Close to My Heart cardstock. And you know that one side is lighter and the other side is darker. So I'm going to make sure I use both of those up. I don't make you watch me do all of this. I do just hand trim with just scissors instead of breaking the trimmer back out. To be honest, it's easier, and the fact that it's not straight lines does not bother me. I've been doing a lot of that lately. Apparently I do leave a lot of it in though, so I do apologize for that. I'm going to go ahead and do a strip type layout just to use up all the strips left over from when I was working with this the workshop kit that comes with that you can purchase for the Bloom with Grace collection. And I had some scraps, so you guys know I love to try to use my scraps up right away because I don't really save scraps unless they're pretty big, because I tried to save them before and then, like, 2 years later I end up just going through them and throwing them away. So just to make space in my room, I try to keep that all organized up and just get rid of those littler pieces. And there you can see there, I apparently left this all in, and I do apologize. I thought I took it out. And I was able to use up those scrap cardstock pieces as well, so that is pretty cool. Alright, so there are my two pictures, and now we're going to go ahead and basically I'm just going to trim these all into roughly the same width. Some of them are going to be bigger, some of them are going to be smaller, but I do cut them at all different lengths, and then we are going to get them layered up on the page. I love that sunflower paper. I do have the stamp set as well that goes with this collection, and I usually don't buy the stamps because I have a ton of stamps and I don't stamp as much as I probably should. So I did get the sunflower collection, because the sunflower stamp, because it has beautiful sunflowers in it, and obviously I can use that on all falls. And like I said, I chose this Desert Rose piece, and now I'm just going to take a couple of them and get them layered together and just, cut. Just trying to get all different lengths. This layout really took me no time at all to put together. It was roughly about 20 to 25 minutes, which is pretty much my standard for a page, under 30 minutes. If it takes me longer than 30 minutes, I was really just not, in the mood to scrap. I was just kind of playing around. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my T-square ruler for this first strip just to make sure it's straight, and then the rest of them I am just going to put a little bit of space between them. And then see, I'm just going to offset them and keep going that way. I go up and then I go down. And I basically don't want the same pattern paper next to each other. And we're just gonna get those on there. And I do love the way this layout turned out. This is the first one that I didn't have directions to follow. So I was like, oh, these were easy. The workshop kit, it was so easy to put them together because you didn't have to think, you just followed the instructions. But I have completed all those, so we are now moving on. I do have to go into my stash and find the layouts that I created for the Timber Workshop collection because, well, I didn't have pictures for those yet, and now we have all kinds of fall pictures. And I was going to do an October daily, but it is pretty much turning into an October occasionally because we haven't really done anything. The only thing we've really done that's fall related is clean the yard, and I mean, we went to a football game, so that's about it. I'm going to take these 2 sunflowers right here off the sticker sheet, and I'm going to pop them up on some foam dots just so that I can sneak some of those leaves underneath them. And I'm going to scatter those around the page. I'm going to put a cluster right there and then a cluster down here at the bottom. And as you see, I'm going to pull off the leaves and I'm just going to get them stuck in there. I do end up cutting this guy because he was just a bit too long. And then I'm kind of going to do a vertical element from the top to the bottom of the page. We're going to put some of these little words and hearts and just basically everything left on this sticker sheet will apply for this. So we're going to do that and just get the little vertical element going down the side there. It's not something that I have done very often. I do pull out the other sticker sheet and pull some hearts off of it. And then I'm going to grab my wood veneer pieces, the little bag there, and I'm going to pull out some of the hearts. And we're going to get those glued on the page. I'm going to use my fine liner bottle that has art glitter glue in it. I actually have 2 of the fine liner bottles, and they both have art glitter glue in them. It's my favorite liquid adhesive. And like I said, I really like the way this page came out. It was very simple, but it worked. And that tag was the very last thing that was on the sticker sheet, I believe. And I wanted to use it, so I just kind of tucked it right in there. And I'm going to go ahead and glue another wood veneer heart on there. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to tie a bow around my scissors in some yellow. And then I'm going to have a couple loops or a couple strands, like pieces falling off of my bow because obviously I'm going to correct it. And then there's that little loop there from where I used the scissors, obviously. And I'm going to use that to cover up my tag hole. And I am sorry that I'm off screen right there. But that is pretty much going to be it for this layout. So please give me a thumbs up if you like the layout. Click that subscribe button below. If you would like to pick up this collection, I will leave the link to my Close to My Heart website below. I basically am a consultant just so I can buy things, but that's going to do it. I am going to throw some mist around the page. I'm going to use some yellow Heidi Swap Color Shine, and then I'm going to come out with some tea Heidi Swap Color Shine. I was just trying to pull out some more yellow. And that's going to be it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.